I want to challenge you, Jeff, on something because
Yep.
I want to, given on what we known about you so far, um, and we're going to get more into, you know, your career and your journey. But there's this young kid that I want you to, um, use your abilities to speak to pour into, so to speak. I want you to pour into this young kid who was, rebellious, who just had these struggles with trying to fit in or try to figure, or that sense of direction that he didn't have before. So I want you to kind of give your where you are now, in the position that you are in now. Just thinking back to where you were before and where you are now. Can you mentor this kid for me, please? Yeah, can you pour into him? Can you pour into him, please?
Oh man, the young me.
And I want you to mentor him, like, pour into him. He needs some pouring into.
Young man, you got a whole life ahead of you, man. You ain't got to try to grow up so fast. Enjoy the days that you're in. Like, take this part of your life serious, but still enjoy it and have fun. But have fun in the correct way. You ain't got to be in the streets to have fun, to enjoy yourself. And I always want you to look forward on life. Look forward to what it is that you want to be. You know, don't just focus on what's going on today, or what's where you're struggling at. Like, I want you to look forward. You got a whole life ahead of you, and God has some things planned for you that you don't even know about. I need you to have your mind open. Be open-minded. Don't be so closed-minded and close things off because you think it's not cool, or you think other people won't like it. Like, some of the things that you won't try could have your purpose in it.
Mhm.
Don't be so focused on your reputation that you lose your purpose.
Mm.
Because sometimes your reputation, it won't allow you to do some things, but your purpose is going to require you to be vulnerable. So learn how to be vulnerable young. You can still be tough. It's just because you're being vulnerable don't mean you're weak. Actually, being vulnerable is being strong. So don't be so big on your reputation. Allow God to use you. Allow God to use the gifts that He put inside of you. You got a whole life ahead of you. You're gonna be great. You're gonna be awesome. You're gonna be awesome, young man.
Yes, and I think that was well received, and I think he received it. I could tell by that stance that he's so confident, in that stance. So I think it was well received and very well said, Jeff. Very well said. Thank you for that. Yeah, yeah. So when you look back at that, just by you pouring into the young Jeff right there, can you tell me a little bit more about the space that you was in at that time, and what would you have done differently at that time, at that moment? Just based off of what you just what you just poured into him just now.
So at that time, at that moment, if I can go back at that time, at that moment, I would, again, I would have been more open to trying other things. I'm talented in drums, but I never took the time to cultivate that gift, through being in a band at school,
Yes.
um, theater. I have a talent in theater. I
Wow.
never in that one point of my life thought about being a part of theater because I looked at who was a part of that. Let's say that.
Yes.
I looked at who was a part of that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, nah, I can't do that. But
Mm-hmm.
if I can go back, a lot of things that I didn't give a try, I would have gave it a try.
Okay. And I'm glad, I received that, and I do understand where you're coming from. I totally understand that, because I had to offer. I was interviewing with Bubs the God. Shout out to him, and I was, and I kind of addressed that, and I had to offer a little an apology, because at the time, at the age that you're talking about, when we had that mindset, where we didn't know better, and we, felt that was a bit tabooish,
Mm-hmm.
apology of our ignorance, in that aspect. So thank you for sharing that as well.